Master of the Mint was an important office in the governments of Scotland and England, and later Great Britain, between the 16th and 19th centuries. The Master was the highest officer in the Royal Mint. Until 1699, appointment was usually for life. Its holder occasionally sat in the cabinet. The office was abolished as an independent position in 1870, thereafter being held as a subsidiary office of the Chancellor of the Exchequer. During the interregnum, the last Master of the Mint, King Charles, Sir Robert Harley, transferred his allegiance to Parliament and remained in office. After his death in 1656, Aaron Gurdon was appointed Masters of the Mint in England. 1351. Henry de Bresley and John Chichester, 1361–1361. Walter Dei Bardi, 1365–1367. John Chichester, 1375–1391. Walter Dei Bardi, 1391–1391. John Wilderman, 1411–1414. Richard Garner, 1413–1414. Sir Lewis John, 1418–1420. Sir Lewis John, 1421–1432. Bartholomew Goldbeater, 1435–1446. John Paddesley, 1446–1459. Robert Manfield, 1459–1461. Sir Richard Tonstal, 1461–1483. William Hastings, 1483–1485. Sir Robert Brackenbury, 1485–1490. Sir Giles Daubeny, 1492–1493. Sir Bartholomew Reid and Sir John Shah, 1493–1494. Sir Bartholomew Reid and Robert Fenrather, 1495–1498. Sir Bartholomew Reid and Sir John Shah, 1509–1520. William Blunt, 4th Baron Mountjoy, 1527–1531. Ralph Rowlett and Martin Bowes, 1531–1534. William Blunt, 4th Baron Mountjoy, 1543. Ralph Rowlett and Sir Martin Bowes, 1544. Sir Martin Bowes, 1547–1553. Sir John Yorke, 1553–1555. Thomas Egerton, 1560–1571. Sir Thomas Stanley, 1571–1582. John Lonerson, 1582–1599. Sir Richard Martin, 1599–1609. Sir Richard Martin and Richard Martin, 1617–1623. Sir Edward Villiers, 1623–1626. Sir Randall Cranfield, 1626–1635. Sir Robert Harley, 1635–1643. In commission, Sir Ralph Freeman. Sir Thomas Aylesbury, 1643–1649. Sir Robert Harley, 1649–1653. Aaron Gurdon, 1660–1662. Sir Ralph Freeman, 1662–1667. Sir Ralph Freeman and Henry Slingsby, 1667–1680. Henry Slingsby, 1680–1684. In commission, Sir John Buckworth. Charles Duncombe. James Hoare, 1684–1686. In commission, Thomas Neal. Charles Duncombe. James Hoare, 1686–1699. Thomas Neal, 1700–1727. Sir Isaac Newton, 1727–1737. John Conduit, 1737–1745. Richard Arundel, 1745–1769. Hon. William Chetwynd, 1769–1784. Hon. Charles Cadogan and Lt. 1784–1789. The Earl of Effingham, 1789–1790. The Earl of Chesterfield, 1790–1794. The Earl of Leicester, 1794 to 1799, Sir George Young, 5th Baronet, 1799 to 1801, Lord Hawkesbury, 1801 to 1802, to the Lord Arden, 1802 to 1804, John Smith, 1804 to 1806, the Earl Bathurst, 1806, Lord Charles Spencer, 1806 to 1807, Charles Bathurst, 1807 to 1812, the Earl Bathurst, 1812 to 1814, the Earl of Clancarty, 1814 to 1823, Hon. William Wellesley Pole, 1823 to 1827, Tommy Wallace, 1st Baron Wallace, 1827 to 1828, George Tierney, 1828 to 1830, John Charles Herries, 1830 to 1834, the Lord Auckland, 1834 to 1835, Hon. James Abercrombie, 1835, Alexander Baring, 1835 to 1841, Henry Labouchere, 1841 to 1845, William Ewart Gladstone, 1845 to 1846, Sir George Clark, 6th Baronet, 1846 to 1850, Richard Laylow-Shile, 1850 to 1855, Sir John Herschel, 1855 to 1869, Thomas Graham,